Ahsoka's outfit. Okay. We've mentioned a couple times that we find Ahsoka is over-sexualized, particularly at the end of the argument against Ahsoka. We gave a few examples, and one of the big things was that we find her outfits, especially the season 1 outfit, to be particularly questionable for a minor. And so we just thought we'd kind of like go through a bunch of her different outfits and talk about what we dislike, what we like, and how we would change things. These are some concept art of Ahsoka I found. Apparently she was going to be called Ashla at one point. But I kind of like Ahsoka better, but hey, maybe I'm just used to it and that's why. I like okay, this one, because like you compare that to this, right? It's like this is much more covered, and I just think overall it looks interesting. We actually I went through the Zygerian Slavers arc episode and looked at a bunch of the different designs. So one thing that I noticed was that the females tend to like there's a bunch of different versions. Like this girl over here, she's got a completely bare tummy. Their shoulders and arms are often bare, but then they'll have like one of these like things here. They often have something around their necks, and I'm not referring to the like slaver collars. And so then it'll have like something in the front here attaching it to the bottom. And they always have like a little design on like the skirt area. There's a couple different. So again, see that they have kind of like a back dip, but not quite as much as it is in Ahsoka's season 3 outfit, which goes down to like here, which you can see right here. See, it goes down to like just above her butt.
Yeah.
Here, it's much higher under her shoulder blades. And another thing I kind of noticed was the fun of noticing that to save themselves time and effort, which is like totally okay. This guy is exactly the same as this guy. These guys are all the same, and these two girls are the same. And so it's when you look at group shots, you can see there's a lot of similar characters because they just repeat them and spread them out a little bit. Like this guy is the same as this guy, and there's like this girl repeats a couple times. This guy over here is over here as well, and again, it's not bashing the creators. This is like logical steps to efficiency. This is a good thing to do. If you can cut corners without ruining the impact of telling your story, do it. It's actually a really great video I saw once where a guy is talking about he took, I think it was like 13 or 14 years to create a comic, and so he kind of gives 4 tips for how to speed up your efficiency, and that's one of them. He's like, it's not cheating to use the tools that are at your disposal. So I appreciate that. So here again, you quite often in most of the designs you can see they've got like these leggings underneath their little skirt thing, and then they have these like platform sandals. And then her over here, she's got like weird sock things, but still sandals because you can see her toes there. But then the top of her thighs. So like there are definitely some patterns, and so it's just something to kind of keep in mind while we look at this. So these were the best pictures I could find. So I was thinking I could just kind of like draw over them. So I was thinking if you gave her one of those armband things, and then I would do what they kind of had in this design over here. And they have it over here too, and over here. They kept it for a long time, and then suddenly they're like, she doesn't need clothes. It's like, oh, okay. So I would give her some actual clothes. And then I was thinking, because some of the women had that neck thing, so you could give her this and just kind of like attach it here. And then from the back, if this is her neck and waist on the back, then her thing here, I would be fine if it just like came like that, and then you had her next thing here. So right there, I think that's a big improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, so she's got the elements from the Tigrutans that we see, because we were talking about it kind of off recording, and about how her season 3 to 5 outfit isn't bad, but her season 1 outfit, there's really nothing to kind of connect her to her people.
Other than the skirt and the leggings, I'd say.
Yeah.
I do find that really weird, though, that they had this great concept art, and then they're like, no, we're gonna give her a tube top. Like, what?
Yeah. The artist in me is starting to fiddle. Gotta make it perfect!
There you go. That already looks like way better.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I guess because like they always have like a pattern, so they kind of put the pattern here on her little flappy thingy. There's probably a proper term for that. Clothes have names, but I do not understand them, so I'm just going to say that flappy thingy there. Someone who knows more about clothing can give us the proper term. But so I think that's good, because the other women would have it like on the skirt, but this is fine. Got no problem with that. So then she's got her boots. Would we change, like, I like her having the boots rather than doing like the sandals thing.
Yeah, boots definitely seem more practical.
Yes, given her life. So, and then of course her arm braces work, so fine with that too. So yeah, just boom, and there you go. There's Ahsoka's season 1 and 2 outfits.
Yay!
Actually, this was her spacesuit outfit. We mentioned that it was a bit tight, but
I would give her skirt back.
there we go. Dun, 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 dun. The color would have to be fixed.
Yeah.
This color would match very well. Yeah, because if she can fight in her skirt in her normal outfit, why couldn't she have her skirt on her spacesuit outfit?
How would you go about making it look less tight though?
You would just kind of like make it more of a gradual thing rather than like boob. It's like, oh, yes, she has breasts, but they're not accentuated.
It reminds me of the graphics in Ocarina of Time.
I know. I don't know if this is official concept art or if this is somebody else's. Like, it was really hard for me to find official model sheets and stuff like that. I found I think they're official, but I'm not certain. But yeah. The other thing you could do to kind of change her top here is if there was this here. Some of the women had this kind of triangle top thing, and you kind of get a hint of that when her helmet is on, but with her helmet off, then it kind of loses that. So I would just have it that you have something here like this, and then it kind of like accentuates her shoulders a bit more rather than her chest. And then, yeah, you can't see it when her helmet is on, but that's not a big deal. And then you could put like a design thingy here. This is a lot easier to do when I don't have like pressure from knowing that people are going to be watching this. I prefer to create art in the quietness of my own sanctuary.
Yay!
That's not bad. Maybe change the design a little bit on the top, but otherwise, I think that's good.
Yep.
And then we get to season 3. So, first of all, I hate the boob window. She's like, 15, 16, and it's like, okay, why are we, again, like, focusing on her chest? We don't need to focus on the chest of a minor. Thank you very much. Like, I know that some of the other Togruten designs did have kind of like something on the neck there. Let me try and find them again. Yeah, like here. Up at the top left. Over there. I'm pointing with my finger. You can't see it when I point with my finger. There.
Yeah.
It's like a ring there. So, like, it is kind of a Togruten thing to have a boob window, I guess. But I, like, there's a full-grown woman and a 15-year-old kid, so 15-year-old kid doesn't need it. And then, yeah, I would have it that similar to the other Togruten women designs, this comes up to here. Not against it having some back there, but it doesn't need to go quite so low. Because, now she's got like the armband things on, and so like that's kind of like closer to the Togruten design, and she's still got her little flabby thing. What do you think about the slits in her leggings? Because again, it's just showing skin.
I would get rid of the top one there.
I would maybe change it to a design, right? Because they do have lots of designs on their clothes. So if you just, instead of having it open showing her bare leg, make it a design. So it's clear that there's cloth there, but it's got that diamond pattern, which kind of look like the diamond pattern looks cool. It's just like, okay, why are you exposing her legs?
And also, like, another thing we mentioned off camera was Shaak T's outfit is drastically different from what you see most of the Togrutan women wearing in the Zygerian Slavers arc. And it's very modest. Like, you can see a little bit of the influence there from her culture, but not much.
There's a picture of Shaak T there. I don't know if it's official or fan made, but yeah, it's definitely with her Jedi cloak over top, and the long skirt covering everything. It's very, very different. You're right, from any other of the Togrutan women's things. But I think you mentioned that Shaak T is more of a support Jedi than a frontline Jedi.
Yeah, she doesn't see much action, so yeah, the outfit makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I mentioned to you was Ahsoka literally looks like she's had lip injections.
Oh yeah.
Which is quite frankly very disturbing, considering she's like 14 to 16 years old. Plus she's a Jedi, so for sure she's not getting lip
I don't get
injections.
lip injections?
And like, compare that to the other Togrutan women you see. Like, her lips are like twice as big as what you see.
No, it's true. I don't know if it's a decision because of age, right? Because like the face looks bigger, so the mouth looks smaller, right? Like she's got bigger eyes. Ahsoka has bigger eyes and bigger lips and such, so it might be to make her look younger, but it does still seem a bit overdone.
Yeah, even the big eyes. Like, you compare her to other Padawans that you see, and her eyes are freakishly big in comparison.
Yeah. Trying to, like, fix somebody's face without, like, taking 1,700 hours to, like, get the colors right is very difficult. I will have you know.
Okay. Well, it already looks somewhat better, so good job.
My brain is screaming at me like, it looks terrible! This is not doing my brain any good right now. If you zoom out really far, it looks way better. I guess that...
Yeah, that definitely looks better.
Yeah, no, she definitely, like, you put it right. It looks like she has lip injections. That's how poofy her lips are. So if you just shrink them down just a teensy weensy bit, it improves the situation. So you want to take this side over here, this ginormous eye, and you want to shrink it down ever so slightly. And then you want to take this side over here, and you want to shrink it down ever so slightly. Try to make them match so that she doesn't look like a total kookaburra. Slight difference.
Yeah, slight difference, but definitely improved.
There you go. And if I fix her lips. There we go. Try to make her not look like she's 300 years old. You've heard of, stuff that makes you seem younger. Now we've got stuff that makes you seem older. Whatever. It definitely does make her look older. Like, this is a thing about design. the big eyes, the big nose, big lips. Actually, the nose it's bigger with age. So the smaller the nose, but the bigger the eyes and mouth, then the younger they look, right? Because you can see it right away. She looks older, younger.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, I can definitely see it.
But she also looks more like the other characters. So, and in your teens, you're already starting to, mature a lot more. This is a very, very young look. Like, her eyes take up so much space. And by the time it could be a little less prominent.
Yay!
Yay! So that's season 3 to 5. I think we both agreed we like her fluffy coat.
Yes.
There's nothing with her fluffy coat. I love the little ear things up here.
I know.
This is her. Yeah. So I mean, again, we're not trying to say that she needs to be wearing something like this all the time. We're not that crazy. But it'd be nice if she wore something better than, what you've got going on over here. Unfortunately, this is the only model sheet I could find that even showed her slave outfit at all. I could not find one that did a full turnaround. So I did take some screenshots. So it gives a little more. You can see, her back here, it's wide open. Lower back there. And again, the slave outfit isn't even necessarily Scruton-esque. It is a bit. There are a few women that you can see something similar to this, but it's mostly just different. So right away, off the bat, I would probably fix this huge slit over here. That does not need to go all the way up to her hip. Thank you very much. Just have it, you could have it shorter. I'm on the wrong layer. Never go on the wrong layer.
Oh dear.
Like death incarnate.
Oh dear.
Would we cover this up?
Yeah.
So it would go over all the way around to the back as well. That alone kind of does what you need it to do. Even the Twi'lek slaves that you see, they've got a full bodysuit. They're more modest than Ahsoka is in their slave outfits. So it's okay, why are we dressing a minor in super sexy outfit? This isn't Princess Leia, who is very clearly of the age of majority. This is a minor. You don't dress a minor like this. It's not appropriate. And the thing is, when we were looking for pictures of Ahsoka's outfit, I actually ran across an article. It was arguing that Ahsoka's outfits were okay because, kids dress provocatively because they don't see a problem with it. It's okay, but that's kids dressing themselves. This is adult creators dressing a minor character, right? So it would be if a parent were to dress their child provocatively. It's not appropriate.
And even more disturbing is there are so many Ahsoka fans out there who ship Ahsoka with characters who are a lot older than her.
Yeah. it's not about the age difference, right? Like, our own sister married a man who's almost 10 years older than her, but when she married him, she was an adult. And so it's like, it's not about the age gap. It's about the fact that Ahsoka is a minor and you're shipping her with an adult. That is not okay. If Ahsoka's character was like, 18, 19, 20, and you shipped her someone who was, 30 or whatever, I wouldn't have a problem with that. She's an adult. If it's a consensual, healthy relationship with another adult, that's fine. Go for it. But you do not ship minors with adults. That's wrong. Very wrong. But yeah, I think that alone is her outfit. There's not much more necessary, because once you take out that huge slit there, then even if she's moving around, you're not going to see much higher than her knees.
Yep.
But she can still move around, and her stomach is covered, and I think these gold loopy things on her chest kind of draw the eye up a bit, and also kind of, break up the outfit. This was the only picture I could find of her scuba gear. It's an action figure.
In the show, you can tell, like, the material on her legs and arms and such is see-through. So you're still seeing a lot of her thighs and such. This action figure, not gonna lie, is kind of bugging me because her Shoto saber is yellow, not green. This is terrible. So inaccurate. Who would pay for this? Like, if they made both her lightsabers blue, that would make sense. But they're both green. Never at any point in the show are they both green.
Her whole, like, this area here and this area here, it's kind of, see-through. Do the thing, talk people. Hello, how are you? I'm doing great. Chitty chatty. Singing songs of laughter and joy. Where is this?
This is a great commentary. I'm keeping this.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, all over here, this over here even, it seems, all down there. So all of this area on her arms, on her sides, and then it goes like through here. All of this is ever so slightly see-through. So anywhere where there's not the armor, it's kind of like a see-through material.
So yeah. Her showing her arms is absolutely fine, but I would cover up her sides and her legs.
Okay, so this area, it's okay if it's got that see-throughiness. That's fine. And her feet. I don't mind her feet because they do have those sandal things, so that's whatever.
So yeah, you can still see her arms and her lower legs, but the rest would be covered up. Yeah, that works.
But yeah, like having like a girl's legs and like, even around here, like all that area, like, no, I'm sorry. This isn't what we do. This isn't how we dress minors. Thank you very much. And like I like what they do here, where they have that again, that kind of like design factor. So actually, if we went back to here, because I covered up this here, but what if instead we just put a different color there? So you're still getting the effect, but you're not actually having it open to her chest. Step number 1, get a color that works. Step number 2, use that color. There you go. Yeah, I would maybe have like a little design in it.
I'm kind of thinking of Bayonetta's little pin that she wears on her chest. Maybe something like that. Not like an actual pin, but yeah, a design.
Because the Togrutan fashions often have like designs in places like that. You mean like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a crazy pin. Okay, and then we get to season 7. This is her Mandalorian like when you first see her, she's in this outfit. I actually really like this like outfit. It
Yeah. I find like blue really suits her.
But it's also just like, it's kind of like overalls, it's casual, but it still looks fashionable. So I really do like that. I couldn't find a model sheet of it, but I've got no problems with it. Unless we wanted to add something to, again, call back to the Togrutan designs, or would we just leave it because she's kind of forsaken? Because this becomes a question, right? Like, has she completely forsaken her previous identity? Or is it just, okay, well, I've left the Jedi identity behind me, but I'm still a Togrutan, so...
I don't know, like... In the case of Shaak Ti, it's obviously like not a rule that a Togrutan woman has to wear an outfit influenced by her culture. While we're here, I'm almost tempted to talk about her designs in Rebels and The Mandalorian. Because I did bring it up like very briefly. Oh!
Yeah, there's her Rebels outfit. I don't really have any problem with that, really.
It's just the style change that always bothered me. That and the fact that her montrals are different. Because instead of solid lines, they've got these funny little squiggly designs.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And it's like, okay, but why did you change it?
Because we both agreed we liked her future Ahsoka look a lot better than what changed it to in Rebels.
Yeah, way better.
This is a picture I found of what someone had made. And again, she's much older, so the whole, boob window and like her legs there. I feel like that's a little bit much on her legs, but she's an adult. She can dress how she wants. Again, it's the creators dressing her, but yeah, at least she's an adult. So, but yeah, we both really liked her future Ahsoka design. And I found an overview, kind of, season 1, season 3 to 5. Season 1 and 2, season 3 to 5. Her vision. This is actually, this fourth one here is apparently from a novel called Untold Tales. And then, yeah, this is her Rebels look. So, yeah, I was going to say, you're absolutely right. There is no rule saying, oh, well, you're from this race, so you have to dress like the people of that race. I guess the comment from me just came as a result of, like, the show tries to hype that her people are really important to her. So that's where I was coming from when I was saying, maybe she should have like still keep some of the Togrutan influence in her design, unless you were intentionally going for a theme that was like, no, she's kind of having an identity crisis, which I think is what they were trying to do, but again, they just feel so badly. I don't know, but I just wanted to explain that, yeah, I wasn't trying to be like, oh, well, you're from this race, so you have to dress like this race. No, it's because the writers tried to establish that her people were important to her. So that's why I mentioned that. So, and then, yeah, you've got her Mandalorian outfit. And again, I have no problem with it. Like, if you notice, I think we already talked about this, that she actually gets more modest as she gets older. And again, there's, nothing wrong with that per se. We're talking about a real person because, yeah, as people mature, sometimes they decide, hey, I don't need to show off my body quite so much. That's a personal decision. That's fine. But when you're creators dressing a minor character, it comes off kind of weird that it's like, oh, she's getting older now. Let's put some clothes on her. You can see in her original concept designs, she was more covered up. And it's like, okay, well, why did you change that? I mean, like, her legs were bare, but, so you covered up her legs and, exposed half of her top. Good for you? Just notice here that they have a little note here that her skirt, and you can kind of see it, that it's there's more material there, so that when she does a spin attack or something, you get this kind of like ballerina skirt effect. And on the one hand, I think that would look kind of cool. On the other hand, I can understand why they didn't do it, because material isn't exactly easy to draw, let alone animate. So I can understand why it would be like, hey, let's change that skirt so that we don't have to animate so much material moving all the time. Yeah. I completely get that. But I think it would look kind of cool. But I also feel like her designs here were even younger, right? Like she looks like she's 10 years old here.
Yeah.
And I guess they decided to age her up a bit, and then they're like, and let's take off some of her clothes. Like, yay! No, this is not cool. I really do like the way this looks.
Yeah, same.
It will change, but I feel it looks a lot better.
And we both agreed that her design absolutely sucked in The Mandalorian. You really can't take animated characters and stick them in a live action show. It just doesn't work.
Her Montrals, they made them shorter again for freedom of movement, stuff like that. Like, it didn't really work in the action scenes to have Montrals that are like down to here. And so I understand that. It does kind of, not really help, because it's been established that the older you are, the bigger your Montrals are. And so I feel like they should have made them just a wee bit longer. Like if you just have them down to like here, Like that would have worked a little better. I noticed that they kept the like feathered design kind of.
From Rebels, yeah.
I feel like the outfit is very emo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's just like black. This skirt thing. Again, it's like, okay, well, you know, how much of the Togrutan design are you going to give her? Because I think even if you look at T live action, she's pretty much the same as her animated version, because, you know, they had the live action version before they had the animated version. So, you know, she's still very much similar to her animated version, and so you've got the Togrutan like motif.
Yeah.
Of those little designs.
And like her Montrals are like, they look so much better. Because in The Mandalorian, they made Ahsoka's Montrals very stiff. So like it actually looked like a hat. But
yeah, I did notice that. Like they looked like rubber.
Yeah.
Rather than flesh. But again, I mean, like, it was much easier to do Shaak Ti because you see her in the background like twice. She doesn't have any lines. She doesn't, you know, move around very much. You never really see her. So it was easier for Shaak Ti. But again, I feel like if for Ahsoka, it looks so real. Nobody will notice the difference between what I'm adding and the actual picture. It's just so gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Shock myself. If you did that, and then I would break up all of this black with, you know, bring back that flappy thingy with the design. Maybe make it a different color. I don't care. But bring it back! We will give it a very, very good design.
Yes.
Very, very cultural design.
She almost looks more emo now somehow.
Shorten up this big black parachute pants like she's in a MC Hammer video. So I would just have it to her knees. Her younger version skirt is like there. So if you just make it a little bit longer to show, you know, like, I'm not a little kid anymore, but still got that look going on. Oh look, I kind of like cut into her leg over here. She doesn't need legs, does she?
No, why would she need legs?
Nobody needs legs.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I sort of gave her a leg back. A little bit, not really.
Okay.
It almost looks like you can see through the bottom of her feet here. But no, I guess it's just a sole. I would maybe have it that you could see a little bit. And so it's kind of like a sandal but not a sandal thing.
A sandal but not a sandal thing. Okay.
Like, so you can't, like there's material over and under her foot, but it's kind of see-through. And
right.
This piece in the middle here so that it kind of gives the look of a sandal. And then of course she's got her armor here, which is important. Keep the armor.
And like, just to add a little more color to her outfit, you could like, again, give her a design on her chest or give her more color on her sleeves or something like that. But yeah, you're definitely right. Way too much black. Just all one solid color. It's too much.
Putting designs on her.
Yes. Lots of smiley faces.
great. I'm the next Michelangelo.
There you go. Yay! Now we fixed all the designs of Ahsoka that needed fixing.
I think this last one is my favorite. It just makes me so happy looking at it. I can't understand why, but there's just something about it that makes me want to smile.
Really?
Little messaging.
There you go. Maybe not like so subliminal, but more like right in your face kind of messaging.
Yeah. I would maybe change, like, it is brown already. I would make it maybe a little lighter of a brown.
What if you made her belt like red or orange or something?
It's a very dark brown. Like, they do have different colors on her, but they're all the same value, kind of.
Yeah.
Very dark. So I would just, lighten it up a bit. She's got some crazy strap thing going on. That's cool. I like that. But just break it up a little bit.
Aww, no, she doesn't have a smiley face.
Oh, it's still there. You just can't see it.
Aww.
Like, I wouldn't make it like super bright and colorful because that kind of, you want it to seem, you want it to match the tone of the rest of the show. So if she like comes in like bright orange and pinks and purple, it would just totally destroy the tone of the series. So you do want to keep her color palette more subdued, but you don't have to make her emo. And yeah, just make her montals just a little bit longer. Because like if you compare her montals here to, see, I told you the smiley faces. To her montals here in season 3 to 5. It's like the same length. It's like, okay, shouldn't she be older by now? And thus her montals longer?
You'd think. But I think,
Yeah,
like,
like,
even in Rebels...
establish something in your world building, such as, oh, the older they get, the longer their mantras are, and then, like, take it back because, oh, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work very well. It's like, well, maybe you should have thought of that before doing this. That is how we would make her designs a little more appropriate for her age, and I guess technically this counts as more appropriate for her age too, because it actually shows that her montals have grown. So, yeah, there you go.
Yay!
It's not that difficult, people. Just put clothes on your minors.